Well, hey everybody. I am totally just, having one of those Sundays. I'm just hanging out. And you know what? It's Loomly Sunday. That's what I'm going to call it. We're going to discuss Loomly today. Let's get into if this social media management tool is right for you. But before we do that, I do have to introduce myself and say happy weekend. It is Caitlin here, and this is GBR Life Vlog. If you're new to my channel, I basically do reviews on different websites, platforms, social media tools, just regular apps, tools, anything. I get a lot of suggestions from you all, and if you have any suggestions of anything you'd like me to for me to review, please let me know and I will review it. You just gotta let me know. Another thing I do is parenting hack videos. I've got an entire playlist. You can go check that out right now. And other than that, sometimes I just talk about things that need to be spoken about, like parental leave. Those are things that are important. But this is a Loomly video, and I know you're very interested in that. But before you get into it, please be sure to check out my website, gbrlife.com, or buy something at mamakoala.com. That is my clothing line. Yes, I'm schlepping it today, but I do have a clothing line, and it's got some awesome stuff, some slogan tees. You might be interested. Go check it out. And last but not least, I've got an intro for you to see. Tells you a little bit more about me, but right after that, let's go directly into Loomly so you can see it for yourself. And we are in Loomly. So I'm sure the first thing most will notice is that this is a dashboard that has a lot of information on it. But in my opinion, it's a lot, but it's not too much. And the reason being for that is you do have a very clean and concise page to tell you exactly what is going on and to help you into whatever you may want to do. And what I mean by that is, so Loomly has calendars, post overview, so it explains everything that you may need to see or understand about every single post that you're going to be doing, scheduled, published, passed, failed, pending approval. I mean, that's what you need to see and understand about every single post you do. What would be coming up? I didn't make any new posts, so there's nothing on the radar, but what would be coming up, and you can scroll through. And then something that I haven't seen in any of the other options of Social Bee and Buffer, and if you are if you scrolled through, because I do have the chapters on my videos, you don't know that this is part of the reviews that I was doing to show everyone in-depth reviews of Loomly, Social Bee, and Buffer. And so there's other videos with Social Bee and Buffer, so if you're interested in those, definitely check those out. But anyways, so the other platforms, I have not seen things like post ideas, quick links, or hot on Loomly blog. Okay, and why that makes a difference is this. These post ideas, I actually added my RSS feed. So what you would see here is two things. It's just from them, giving you inspiration. It happens to be Sunday, so obviously first thing they said is happy Sunday, Caitlin. And then they're also giving me inspiration for posts on a Sunday, because it's good to post either every day if you can, but something that is going to intrigue your followers. So they're trying to help you with that, along with giving you blogs that they've written or their people have written to help you grow as an entrepreneur, and your social media presence. So these are things I haven't really seen other places. And of course, quick links, because things that people are going to need or want a little bit faster, and you don't have to go around searching everywhere for it, including the fact that there is an Android app or an Apple app. That's funny to say it that way, Apple app. So I think that's amazing because you don't have to go searching everywhere. This is what people are typically looking for. And then lastly, you actually can talk to somebody if you have a question. So you don't have to go searching for that either. I love that. I mean, Loomly just has a little bit more in things involved right from the get-go. I mean, I feel like it's a little bit just easier to use, and it has everything that you could want in your dashboard immediately. You don't have to go searching. Let's look at these calendars. If you wanted to add a calendar, you can do so. And I have, by the way, I'm on a trial. You can see it. And I might just make that trial no longer a trial and go ahead and go with Loomly. I do have a preference. I am going to say that right off the bat. I love Loomly. It seems really awesome. But you can actually create a calendar based off of what it is that you are trying to do. Like, so for example, I have GBR Life, I have Mama Koala. They are two completely different entities, but Mama Koala is under the GBR Life umbrella. So obviously, if I actually go backwards, you see that I have GBR Life is its own thing. It is the main company. So I obviously need that to have something. I need it in general. But then I also have Mama Koala, the clothing brand, needing its own, finagling, if you will. It needs to be, it needs its own post and its own social media presence as well, because I can't put everything under GBR Life only. It's its own thing as well. Hopefully that made sense. So if I go back to add a new calendar, so say I wanted to create a new business and it's called blog and you say where you are, arts and entertainment, create and continue. I can add a logo and I can connect a whole bunch of social media accounts to go along with that specific calendar. Do I want it to be just me? Other people going into this as well? Like, how do you want it set up? And you see how amazing it is to use Loomly in that sense, that you can make like if you are a business and you have a team but you've got another thing going on at the same time, you don't need to have a whole bunch of different places to do all of that. You can use Loomly and have different calendars set up with different accounts set up inside of it. So it's just a lot more involved and intricate. You can add your RSS feeds. That's what I was talking about. And I did that with my website, and I'm going to show you that. And then invite collaborators, and then you finish and it's done. So I'm going to go ahead and click out of that because I don't want that. I'm going to go over to GBR Life. Go to the main page. And then go to GBR Life. Calendar view. Ooh, start the tour. Calendar view, of course. You can select the type of view that you want. Next. Post ideas, like we were seeing. I love this at the same time as, as this video. And you can filter by your posts, and so that's nice. And you can add posts per the day. I've already done a post, so I did know a couple of those things, but I guess I didn't have it in this method. I'm not sure why it showed me the tutorial again, but that's nice. It's not a problem for me. And so, like I said, you can go into each and every day if you want to and add a post that way, or you can have your list view and you can do posts that way. If you build a post, and this is what I wanted to show you. I did the RSS feed. So if I just select, it was from my RSS feed, from my site. Manage labels. You can label and add, I think that's the color. Yeah. But I don't want to do that. But for anybody who's super organized, you can add labels. Next, you can say what social media channels you're going to put it on. So I'll say Twitter. Next. And you can do more than one. And you see that I even went back. I can select, I didn't make a connection for Google. Okay, Pinterest, which board I want to do. Good idea. Instagram, Facebook. I mean, you can kind of do whatever you want. But I'm going to do just Twitter. And say ABC 123. And if I want to add a photo, it goes directly into your computer. A video from a URL, which is nice. Browse the library. Search the library. Oh, you have to add videos and content to your library. So that's like a media folder. And a Giphy. So, I mean, and of course you can add, I've talked about this in other videos. This is really important. It is your campaign information. So if you're doing a campaign, so for example, if you have a clothing line and you are dropping a fall collection, you would want to do something like this so that you can track everything to do with your campaign, including where this is coming from, like this. So this would be social media, your source, the website that you're trying to get people to go to, the name of the campaign, and the content, and then you'd be able to have a preview of that URL. So those are important, and always shortening those URLs so you have the characters of the things you want to say, not of your link. And then your emojis, of course. People like smileys, but they also make things pop so people notice them. So next, and then you see what it looks like. So actually, let me go back and say I want to add a few channels. And you saw also there's YouTube and Snapchat and TikTok. I mean, I think that's TikTok. Yeah. Or it's Tumblr. I think that's TikTok. Believe it or not, they actually look similar to each other. And I get confused when I'm seeing it. Or some of you are going to go like, how do you not know? How do you not know? And I'll tell you what, because I'm me and I just don't. I'm sorry. Okay, so from here, you can continue to, write whatever it is and test. And then Twitter. Now, you will have to copy and paste if you add additional content that way. Or you go to your generic content over here and you say test, next, and then all of them should say test. So you have the option of doing generic, or you can fine tune just like it says. And it gives you optimization tips, which is always good for SEO. They're helping you do what you can to really get the best views on all of your things and get likes and comments and all that fun stuff. And okay, we are on Instagram. And I wanted to say that because I wanted you to see that you can also add in a first comment on Instagram, which is nice because it starts the interaction immediately. And sometimes you want to say something else that's not on your main photo, but you want to just say it like for people to see, but that they go searching for it in a sense. Like if you're doing a discount code and you're like, well, if you want a discount code, you're going to have to actually look at my stuff and then surprise discount code. I don't know. Are you the type of person that is vindictive? Or sometimes it just doesn't let you do it other ways and you're doing it in your comment because you're getting rejected in other campaigns and stuff? No, just me? Okay. So you press next. And then you can decide on an audience for Facebook. That's really nice. And make it work. like with who you want to see these things, especially if you're doing some sort of paid sponsorship. And then you create your post. You can schedule it, submit for approval if you were somebody who's working on a team, save as draft, or publish immediately. I'm not publishing that because obviously ABC123 is going to be a little weird. Okay, so, oh no, all calendars. Okay, and then you can see it all in one place. And then Mama Koala, I can always switch it over to that. But if I go to my main page, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, now I don't have anything over here, but I did want to show you that you can also filter over here by whoever you assign the stuff to. So if you have a team, you can, it's just me, so if you add other people to the team, you can also filter and see like what is in their queue to do or what's going on in their world as well. So you just want to invite those collaborators if they're going to be part of a team in order for you to work with them. And if I were to select a post idea, where do you want to create the post? I'll say Mama Koala, continue along. Sunday Fun Day. And it's kind of the same thing. Let's not do that. ABC 1, 2, 3. You see, it's just continuing along in the same day, in the same way. But you have the idea now to do Sunday Fun Day because that's what they were trying to help you with. Okay, getting out of this again. Did I get out? Uh-oh, I think I'm frozen. Technical difficulties. Hold, please. Okay, so everything's back to normal now. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you is that if you need the actual inspiration, you can also just select like Sunday Fun Day, and you can see examples of the Sunday Fun Day stuff. So you don't have to just base it off of like, oh, Sunday Fun Day, I'm going to do a hashtag of that. You can also just look at the examples if you are interested in doing it that way. And if you are interested in looking at their blog, you can just click on it and then you're in their whole entire blog. You can also subscribe and read their stuff and learn a little bit more about what you need to do. So, like I said, I think that it's really awesome that they have all these options to help you grow and to help you really turn your social media experience into a very organized, easy way to do things, but also at the same time not something that is complicated, because everything that I just showed you it's not that complicated. If I go back into GBR Life and I'm looking at the calendar view, I can see all of my posts the way that I would want to see it, that I would add however I want to add them. It's not like Social Bee that they're going to schedule it all for you, but that's because you're in charge of the whole thing. They want you to do it yourself, and that's automation isn't necessarily there, but I feel like it's not entirely needed in all situations. Here's another thing for you to be able to see is engagement or interactions. So if you want to talk to other people, you can do so if they've spoken to you and to your posts. And you can see that I don't have anything. I struggle the most with getting people to actually respond back to me. I get views, I get all those things, but not a lot of comments in return. So if you have any suggestions about that, please let me know in the comments below. Speak to me. I'd love to speak to you too. Messages, taggings, then you can go into each area. I don't want to show like too much, obviously, because I do respond to people, but I don't necessarily think it's important for you guys to see every little thing about what I've said. So, you can respond back, and it's pretty quick and easy to do so. Okay. I didn't mean to go back over there. Because I'm in the calendar, so I keep forgetting that. But I think you'd get used to that easy. if you just do it all the time. And then we also have analytics. I don't have enough posts, so it says 5 posts to schedule to unlock advanced analytics, and it makes sense because I've only done 1 post, but I have gone in and looked at some fun things, like, seen other little things here and there, because that's really what I wanted to do. I wanted to show you all what it looks like in here, so versus posting and posting and posting, because I kind of know if I like something or not almost immediately. Okay, and now this is one of the other things that I really, really love about Loomly. Now, they do have post ideas. Every single day, there's something going on, and you don't have to wonder what you should do. Because sometimes when you're talking about content, people are like, I don't know what to post. It could be for social media. It could be for your blog. It could be for your vlog. You could be an influencer and you want to have to know what to discuss that day. Or you are a musician and you want to know what to sing about. Or not sing about, but just write a song about. It's going to help you know what to specify, I guess, for that day, if you want to base it off of what they know about. For example, today is the 12th. So you can see that you have the opportunity, and yes, you're watching this later, and yes, I did this in advance because that's how it works. That's how you're supposed to do things. You do things ahead of time. But today happens to be Grandparents' Day. So on Grandparents' Day, you can post and say, Happy Grandparents' Day. You guys are awesome. Thanks for taking my kids whenever I ask you to. And that's a post idea. And then you can go ahead and add a post idea yourself, or you can just go ahead and start creating a post the way that you want to. And then you can do that as much as you want, because I'm going to go over into October. Oh, look, there's still more posts. And so that's one thing that I really, 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 really love about Loomly versus a lot of these other options. It helps you figure out what you want to do. You're a little bit more in charge of what you're doing, and it helps you out. So let's see what else. What's new in Loomly? That's just going into their blog. Okay, so let's talk about their pricing. So here we are in their pricing. You have base, standard, advanced, premium, enterprise. So you can see that obviously as you continue along, you have more and more options, which includes having the opportunity to have custom branding. And I think it sucks personally that they don't allow you to do custom branding until you start paying $250 a year. I think that's like, wow, okay. That sucks. But on the other hand, it's not entirely horrible, because this is going to help you do a ton. You don't really have to think too much. They thought for you if you think about it. You do have to think about when you're posting, but you don't really have to think about what you're posting, because they give you suggestions. They make it pretty easy for you to get into anything you want to get into in regards to posting. So if you want to post on Facebook, you want to post on Instagram, you can do that easily, quickly. And just by selecting and typing in what you want to do. Don't forget those hashtags, by the way. And so that's really, really nice. But it's more set up if you are a business who needs better organization, and you need it to be in that actual system. So $300 a year is a lot, but you're getting a good amount out of it. Versus Buffer, that happens to be, I think it's like $36 a month. So you're talking about in the 300s a year as well. So in reality, you're going to be spending about the same amount of money for a lot of these other social media platforms. Social Bee is a little bit less. I just don't remember the exact amount. But what's important to know is that it's not unheard of for these types of prices. But it does get more expensive, and that's the only thing here, because you don't have, for example, those IM integrations in order to, to speak to your teams directly. But one thing I did notice is that if you're just you yourself and you, $25 a month is your plan. I mean, it's got all the things you really need. And then if you have a team, but you're a small company, $57 a month, but you are able to add in a few more people on your team. That being said, you're probably better off with even advanced, but at the same time, that's what you're missing out on. So if it's just you, you are gonna pay the cheapest, but the things that are missing are not going to, it's not gonna kill you. If you have a plan, if you have a team, the plan that you want is gonna start to get more and more expensive, and it could be worth it for you, but it just depends on what you're looking for. I even love that you can do a wire transfer for enterprise. Like, those people are awesome. Who has an enterprise? I don't have an enterprise. So anyways, and then you can also manage users, but where I am right now, I happen to be under the account settings, and that's where you're able to see billing and go ahead and like add in, do whatever it is that you're going to do in your own settings. But in mine, I'm not showing you because you cannot see these things. I do not know if you are a hacker. So that was yearly. If you look at monthly, you can also do $34 a month, $76, and so a lot of people like to do monthly versus yearly, not because they don't want to do yearly, but not everybody has, like for example, that $300 quickly to just go and, okay, I'm going to spend all $300 right now, right here, and have Loomly. So it is a little bit more money, obviously, to do it monthly, but it's not unheard of. Like I said, this would be a big expense, but it's going to be the expense that is what you're using for everything, and it could work for you. So that was Loomly. Okay, let's talk in person now. Okay, here we are in person. Now that you have seen Loomly, the question is, are you interested in Loomly? Does it work for you? For me, I feel like it does. I think that Loomly is a really great organization tool. I don't know if I'm going to go for it or not, or go for Buffer, or go for Social Bee. Yes, I have those videos as well. Please check those out. And be sure to decide for yourself what it is that you're looking for. But it's a little hard to know exactly what social media platform, management platform is going to work for you. It's not easy, and it is a good amount of money no matter which one you choose. So now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, please be sure to come back to my channel and subscribe, because next week I'm going to talk to you about TubeBuddy. Yes, are you interested in YouTube? You want more views and all those fun things? You should check out TubeBuddy, and I'm going to review it because I think it's amazing, and I need to tell people about it. It may not be best to tell everybody about it, but I don't like to hold on to things. I want to tell people exactly what may work. If you are a YouTuber, you're going to want this one. Definitely subscribe, check out that video, and check out gbrlife.com or Mama Koala, because come on, it's awesome stuff. And subscribe, and comment. Can't wait to talk to you again next week.